Hello, co-workers. Good evening. Today we are going to be playing Scarlet Hollow. Now, this is a game that's been out for a couple of years now, but they've been releasing episodes kind of on I would say on a yearly basis. So we're gonna play through actually like the demo, which is episode 1, but the story is on episode 4 out of 7 so far, so it's not complete yet, but the episodes have been worked on as they go along through the years. So this is created by Tabby Games, and they are the same creators of Slay the Princess, which I have not played yet. But I've heard good things about Slay the Princess and Scarlet Hollow, so we will start our journey and see where it takes us. Oh, first we gotta put our name, okay. Because I do enjoy some mystery horror. Now, do I want to put my first name or my full name? Let's just go with just Koa. I live in the city of... Oh, who just come with the make up a city? Coolsville. I can't think of a cool... I don't know what a better name would be for the city. Oh, hi Q! Good evening, happy Thursday. Great to see you in the stream. I literally just started. I've put in the name. I was trying to decide what city we live in, so we live in the city of Coolsville because I'm not creative. Oh, cool. You are he, him, they, them, or she, her. We'll go with she, her. Those are our pronouns. Oh, and we can select 2 traits, which unlock additional paths and dialogue options, which is pretty cool. I know it kind of changes the gameplay of it. So what do we want? Powerful build, tough as nails, mean right hook, mystical. You can see the threads of reality in ways others cannot. We can talk to animals. A street smart. Tomodachi was dating Mr. Scarlet after breaking up with Mrs. Silver. Wow! Tomodachi me is making my rounds. Breaking hearts in all my wakes. He's smart, good at lying and hard to lie to. Fast talker, you can read people and read the room. No door can hold you. Kenai. Book smart. Well read and rational, well full of knowledge. Or just hot. We could just be hot. Extremely good looking, natural flirt. People just like you probably because you're a good person. So we have to pick 2 traits. Oh, that's rough. What do I want? Why be mystical? Talk to animals, book smart. Oh, that's hard. Or we could just be spicy. Let's be a nerd. We can be book smart. Why don't we? I could be a strong nerd if I can just punch my way out and be smart. Observant with a knack for picking up small details, empathetic, or we can be well read and rational. A talented researcher, or we could just be book smart. I'd definitely pick 1. Just to keep us alive, I guess. To help. I'm debating if I want to have tough build or keen eye there. We could be a strong nerd, or we could be like observant nerd. Let's go with that. As funny as it would be to play like a hot and powerful build, just be like a complete himbo, I think this time we're gonna go with like a rational, observant. I want to be more like detective style. Let's go with that. Oh. I want to get acquainted with my dialogue box. Oh, okay. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl Land Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. Hope the sound's not too loud. So anyways, as I was saying... Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you'd start to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversations ago. I don't like the way he's just staring at us. With his eyes. Ooh. I was up in Maryland, looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies are doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Wait, what? Are you serious? What's wrong with you? Hell yeah, so chaos, my dude. Or why are you talking to me or remain silent? Oh, we could just... I mean, do we want to keep encouraging him, really? I'll say, what's wrong with you? Dude, buddy, what's your problem? What's your damage? Yeah, I was such a shithead back then. I'm still a bit of a shithead, but hey. Oh, buddy's nerfic. Oh. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. I'd push him into the river. I'm like, if some random dude just kept talking to me for 5 hours when I was even when I'm clearly not interested, I feel like I would just lose my mind. But she kept swinging, and soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year. So it's pretty serious. Wow, I mean. Cool story, bro. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like for real, and geez, you ever get so mad you just want to like kill somebody? Oh god, get away from me. Yeah, I kind of feel like killing someone right now, actually. Oh yeah, all the time, never follow through with it, of course. Why are you telling me this? You don't know me. Oh, do you want to threaten him or be like, no, not really? Oh yeah, all the time. I've never felt that way about another person. I find it alarming that you have. Or smile and pretend he didn't just say that. I'm just more like, please don't kill your girlfriend. Like, bruh, that's messed up. Why are you telling me this? You don't know me. Yeah, you don't know me. That's the miracle of bus rides. We're never gonna see each other again, so we don't need to hide who we are. This right here is a closer relationship than most people will ever have. I don't like the way he just keeps staring unblinkingly towards us. No, who am I kidding? Maybe we will see each other again. I hope not, sir. You stay on that side, Kay. I hope we don't see each other. Anyways, you're young. You'll get it when somebody tries to break your heart one day. It changes a person. Makes them think things they never thought they could. I honestly could have killed that woman. Oof. Ooh. Anyway, she's giving birth to her son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. Wait, where were you then this whole time? That you just left, like, were you on a trip, a business thing, family matter? Like, why are you so far away from your wife who's giving birth? Assuming she is your wife. But I don't know if I'm like into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. What? He's giving birth to your kid and you're just bumming it out here? I love that keen eye. Do you love her enough to make this work? Book smart. Have you ever thought about seeing a therapist? You're kind of a piece of shit, aren't you? Or haha, that's interesting. Smart move, get where you can or remain silent. So this is like our exclusive to us, or we can just tell him he's a piece of shit. Oh, that's hard. The dash gives so many choices. It's actually hard for me to select the one I want to answer. But we maybe want to use our exclusive ones. Yeah. Hey, have you ever thought about seeing a therapist? Maybe it would help you talk with someone about these feelings. Someone professional. Except me. I just woke up. And why am I becoming your personal therapist? Well, I'm not licensed or anything, but it seems like you might have a personality disorder. It might be worth looking into. Nah, I don't need to do that kind of stuff. Us strangers are the best therapists. I feel a lot better after talking to you. Oh, well, one way then, because I definitely feel uncomfortable. Why can't we never get a break? We're always a therapist in some game or another. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed? Just a small town. You probably haven't heard of it. That's probably Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way. Though, actually, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in a mine. There's a coal mine up in the Holler, you see, and there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are. Thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while now that I think about it. I just see if they're on Facebook, see how they're doing up there. I hope they didn't die. He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip: sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. Is he giving me a tip? Sometimes picking a dialogue aside you. Nice, I love boiled peanuts. Take the peanuts, no thanks. Screw you and screw your peanuts. I was like, do we want to be an asshole? Or just be like, no thanks. I don't want your drippy peanuts. I'm actually allergic to peanuts. Oh, no. Or eat the peanuts. Ew, no. No thank you. You put your hands up to say no. I'm not really hungry. There's still a good 45 minutes left in your journey, pal, assuming nothing goes wrong. Best to have them on hand. The young man sets the peanuts down on an empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. Absolutely nasty. And with that, I leave you. Safe travel, friend. Ew. I don't want his bag of nuts just dripping there on the seat. And just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from you. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. Oh. Hey, Koa. I was like, man, this place looks like the dumps. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from a few public photos of her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Hey, Tabitha, give her your condolences or remain silent. Looks like somebody needs a hug. We just go over to chill. Hey, Tabitha. Come on, let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Yep, dialogue options labeled Explorer can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. Oh, okay. I love how you could just open up with, hey, guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, though. I can't believe we actually never met before this. So the funeral, I guess how you holding up? Fine. Are you sure? You seem tense. You know you can talk to me, right? I went through something similar when my own mom passed. She tenses up even more at the mention of your mom before letting out a heavy sigh. Maybe it's a sore spot for her. You quickly apologize. I'm sorry. I know that's probably not what you're looking to hear right now. Look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine, really. So, the funeral. It's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Since... Have you worked out all the details yet? Taken care of. Don't need any help. I can't believe we've never actually met before this. You have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess. Oof. Wow, that's a lot of dialogue. I don't know what your mom did to piss off the side of the family. That comment is unnecessary. Is there bad blood between us? You don't know me. I don't know what my mom's problem with this side of the family. I don't know why my mom left, what grudge she had. Yeah, Dead Moms Club. I mean, is there bad blood between us? You don't know me. And I don't know what my mom's problem was with this side of the family. Your cousin stares straight ahead, her expression icy. Although we want to be like, haha, both members of the Dead Moms Club, how that seems really insensitive. I'm gonna remain silent now. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up in the steep mountain road. Yeah, it looks kind of foreboding. And here it is, the Scarlet estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. This seems like a really poor place to put a house. Like, it's gonna tip over the edge at any point. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed away, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. A jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left rot a long time ago. Oh yeah, this place looks really bad. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear the doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else to value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. I love her book smart. The architecture here is breathtaking. Chateau-esque style, reminiscent of the Biltmore estate. Or cool, thanks. So you live here? We lie. It's beautiful and clean. Or this place is falling apart. I thought you're all loaded. Can't you afford to fix this dump? I love how you can just play a complete asshole route. Remain silent. Oh, just use our book smart. The architecture here is breathtaking. Oh, Carl or me marginally impressed. I didn't have you pegged as cultured. Believe it or not, this estate actually predates the Biltmore by nearly 3 decades. It used to be the crown jewel of the region, but times change and the attentions of the masses are ever so fickle. Shall we begin the tour? Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Oh, there's a kitty cat in the back. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Tip: some explore options prevent you from taking others. Oh, okay. Use carefully. Someone cleans this place? You said someone actually cleans this place? Have you ever seen that happen? Or does this person just say it that they leave? Lie. It's perfect. Awesome. I love PB&J. Or what if I want ice cream? Okay, is there somewhere in town to buy food? I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Can I order a pizza at the very least? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online though, so I wouldn't be going with you. I'm your guest. Oh, I didn't actually budget for groceries this week. Oh, sweet, thanks. Oh, cool. Good talk. This is so nice. Why buy ice cream? So does someone actually clean this place? I'm sorry, someone cleans this place? Why do you ask? Not up to your sparkling city standards? Out here in the country, we know how to put up with a little dirt and grime. This is more than a little dirt and grime, girl. You're... Like, this place is falling apart. Awesome, love PB&J. How do you know it's one of my favorites? That smile can't be real. That's so awkward. I didn't, but good for you. What if I want ice cream? Caviar ice cream? Yeah, you can buy yourself some at the general store. If you touch my stash, I will know, and there will be consequences. Cool. With peanut butter PB&J sandwich it is. Okay, what's next on the tour? Bathroom. Follow me. Great! It's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Is that your cat? What's its name? Frou-Frou, do not try to pet her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Okay, I guess I'll leave the cat be. I wanted to pet her though. You decide to follow Tabitha's advice. Shall we move on? The bathroom awaits. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces. But for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Yes, bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. Oh, this looks nasty. It's a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room. And mystery stains paint the floor. This is just like empty toilet rolls that just haven't been tossed out. Like, ew. This is a worse. Hello, you can just keep lying. One nice bathroom. Who uses this bathroom? Yes. Are you sure this toilet works? Yes, why wouldn't it? The water bills get paid, therefore the toilet works. Now do your business so we can move on. But it's so crusty. It's fine, don't be so dramatic. Okay, well, let's lift the toilet seat. Ah, nasty. Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. I mean, if I need to pee, I need to pee, right? Use the facilities. A toilet's a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good place as any. I don't want to start pissing my pants in the house. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Next up, guest bath, bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. It seems like it'd be a pain to try and find a bathroom at night. The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot, it has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. Oh, perfect. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. Closet full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. This is great! Way nicer than what I'm used to. What a dump. Keep lying. This room is nice. What's all the boxes? Old family stuff. Do you want me to move them? Do you need help moving? Tabitha eyes you up and down for a moment. No. Okay. Great. It seems a little dusty, you know? Spend a moment searching for a right word. Dusty. Oh well, sorry I'm not giving you the 5-star hotel treatment you so desperately seem to need. You can dust it yourself if you care so much. Then who used to sleep here? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. I guess I'll start to get settled. Okay. Real piece of work, Tabitha. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. What an absolute ray of sunshine. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Oh, some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths, some right away and others down the line. Okay. You know, we don't have to inherit our parents' bad blood. We can start fresh now that it's just us. Or there wouldn't happen to be a library in the estate with there. I'm not sure what else I should do with my time. Oh wow. Quite a lot of dialogue options. Is there a library? There is, but as I said earlier, most of this building is off limits. And the library is in the West Ring, which is extra off limits. You're better off heading into town. I'm pretty sure there's a library there. Well, you know, we don't have to inherit our parents' bad blood. Let's start fresh. Now it's just us two, you know? We can be real besties. Look, I'm sorry I've been testy since you've gotten here, but you aren't exactly one to talk. Clearly, you and I have very different opinions on hospitality. Maybe we can start fresh tonight. Just stay out of my hair until then, okay? I have work to do. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. Oh, you know, cool. Can I come watch? Oh my god. Running a coal mine has gotta be one of the most ethically and physically vile jobs on the planet. Hashtag girl boss. I love that. I didn't know we owned a coal mine. We don't own the coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your side of the family forfeited any claim to it years ago. Girl boss, hashtag. Damn, I can't believe you're only in your 20s and already running a coal mine. Talk about hashtag girl boss. It's that awkward smile she keeps giving me. Don't patronize me. I know you have nothing to your name. Wow. Okay, girl. No need to be mean. Any other inane questions before I leave? Can you take me to town before you leave? Think you take me to town before you leave? No, it's just down the hill. You can walk there yourself. Okay. Yeah, we have different opinions on hospitality, clearly. Okay, well, I won't keep you, but, we should hang out when you get back. We'll see. There's a lot I need to get done this week. Your cousin leaves through the front door. Now it's just you. You and this sprawling, decrepit estate. Go straight to the forbidden wings of the estate. Might as well head to town. Settle. Oh, you know, let's settle into the room. Well, I haven't eaten, so let's just go eat a PB&J. I want a sandwich. The only things louder in your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. Oh, a PB&J sounds exactly what you need to take on the rest of the day. Let's go to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. Alright, we gotta get some peanut butter, some jelly, a bread, plate, and a knife. Let's search the fridge. You approach the fridge. Your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, "Janie, stay out," in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, "Okie dokie." Man, that is a lot of PB&J. You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Examine old takeout, check mayonnaise. We gotta take the jelly. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. All you need now is a plate, knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close this fridge and keep looking. Is that all her ice cream on top? Man. All she eats is jelly and ice cream. Return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. Alright, time to search the pantry. My god, why is this house only filled with bread and peanut butter? Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Let's look closer. You squint into the darkness of the pantry. Behind the mold of bread, a single book lies forgotten, a thin layer of dust collected on its cover. You pick him up. You flip to a bookmark page. Both Cap's Brain and Aspic are unappetizing enough on their own, and you can only imagine how vile the combination of the two would be. What kind of person would call this their favorite food? No wonder your mom ran far, far away from this place. Was it Teddy's favorite? Served on toast with plain crackers? Yes, love me some calf brain. Time to shut the book and put it back in its place. We need to take the peanut butter. Or we can examine the mac and cheese, but we'll take the peanut butter. GIF. The king of nut butters. And only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. All you need now is a plate, a knife, and the bread. Alright, we're gonna take the bread. We picked up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. The only thing you need now are plate and knife. Cool. Let's close the pantry. Cabinets. Right. I need... Grab a plate. Grab a bowl. Examine the mug. Yeah, we want a plate and butter knife. Oh, cool. Time to get to work. I want to examine the mug. It reads, "I was blown away at Blowing Rock NC, so your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the estate." Maybe you can route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sites before heading home. What's the bowl? You reach for a bowl, but as you pull it down, a blend of vinegar and death moth splashes on you, and immediately staining your shirt. On the back of the bowl is a note that reads, "Moth trap, do not touch." Whoops. Ew. Yes. Well, let's examine the shot glass. It reads, "I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Pearlan, so this wasn't from her 50th. From a few stories you heard from your mom, Pearlan wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at their birthday parties. Maybe it belongs to Janie. You imagine she might need an alcoholic beverage to get through cleaning this place. Especially with Tabitha's sour face peering over her shoulder. Oh, now I smell like vinegar, but... let's make that PB&J. Despite the horrendous state of the kitchen, you successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations, you can feed yourself. A job well done. All the hassle and took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Cool. I want to check out the garden. The garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? I hope I don't, like, lose a foot or something in here. Sure, let's explore the garden. You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. Let's return to the kitchen. Cool. Let me approach the cat. The cat hisses as you draw near, but remains firmly in place. It's clearly Frou-Frou's spot on the counter. Alright, well, she doesn't want me to pet her, so I'm gonna back away. Well, I guess I'm done here. I've eaten and have a full day ahead. What do I want to do next? Let's settle into my room. You stumble up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. I also smell like vinegar. You stand at the entrance to your room. Take a nap, put your spare clothes in the dresser. Check out the closet. Look out the window. I mean, let's look out the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you need to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the birdsong. Yeah, you definitely do that, just not right now. Let's check out the closet. Ew. You can see why your cousins say you should put your clothes in the dresser. There's decades of family history stacked in here. I don't want to touch that doll. Just leave it be. Some things are best left untouched. You close the closet behind you. I'm gonna put my... Ah! You drag your suitcase over the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It is quiet but angry. Gently smack it. Put clothes on top of it. What happens if it bites me and I get rabies? I mean, what am I supposed to do? Maybe I gently smack it? Like, can I call animal control, or I just... Well, pardon me. Close it back up. It belongs to him now. I'm not gonna fight it. You open the top drawer next. It's empty. As good a place as you find to put your clothes. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you've been better off keeping your clothes in a nice clean bag. But no going back now. Let's take a look. Ooh, this must be an older relative of yours, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so not really a surprise. Maybe you can ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Alright, nap time. You immediately collapse onto the bed. You're tired enough that being alone in the strange new place won't stop you from passing out. Or so you thought. You coughed as a small cloud of dust rises up from the mattress. These sheets might be fresh, but everything beneath them may have been around to see the dawn of civilization. You try to settle in, but the bed is lumpy in strange places, and you can feel the springs pressing through the fabric. You might be tired, but you're far from tired enough to get in more than a few minutes of uncomfortable napping. That's unfortunate. Doesn't seem like there's much else for us to do here. Might as well start hitting the town. Now that you're settled in, there's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore. You do just that. Before leaving the house, you rinse off and change into a clean shirt. You're not about to meet new people coated in vinegar and dead moths. If you have known you wind up having to take a walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop. Especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. I don't know why she invited us out here. Or did we invite ourselves out here to the funeral if she just doesn't want to deal with us? If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. And again, maybe it's the perfect time. We'll keep walking. Really pretty out here. Finally, you made it back into town, which also still looks like a dump. The Holler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of a idyllic country town, but sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Doggy! Gretchen! Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. Oh, little pug! A pug, she's so cute. I love pugs. She's so cute. Thanks, she is cute. Sure, most of her teeth have fallen out. She's got a couple of weird growths, but for a 17-year-old pug, that's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it's an old dog. That's amazing. Wow, 17 and still kicking. It sure is. I hope she beats the current record holder and makes it to 19. Or better yet, 20. The more time we get together, the better. Isn't that right, Gretch? But what am I doing? I got so caught up in the excitement of meeting someone new that I entirely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Stella. Not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? I mean, I should introduce myself. Hi, I'm Koa. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? That's the only person I can think of who would come to town for a funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her, all alone up in that big house. She's putting on the front. She's alright. You know, we met a couple hours, I've been lying and say I wasn't worried about her. I don't know how she's doing, I don't care. She's putting up a front. I don't think she's doing too well. She's been icy, sure, but it feels like she's putting it on as a front. She's always been a little rough around the edges, to be honest. It's been hard to tell if that's just the way she is, or if she's just been putting on an act her whole life. I think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. Are you two friends? I was probably closer than most people have gotten to be able to call her friend. The school here is really small, so everyone had to at least get along with everyone else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everyone knew her, especially since she's a Scarlet. We wound up bonding a bit when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated and that was that. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Not sure. Why not? More biscuits and coffee. Awesome, let's go. Oh hey, there's actually people here. Pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. What are you looking at? A quietly slide in your spook. Finally stare. Hi, hey everyone. I'm Koa, just in town for the funeral. Before anyone can respond, you and Stella casually slide into a booth, pretending the whole town didn't just gawk at you like a show attraction. Looks like your entrance was a little more dramatic than you were expecting, huh? She can just bring her dog in here, no problem. Folks around here don't meet many strangers, that is. And with who you're related to, well, let's just say you'll be the talk of the town for a while. As you settle into the booth, you can't help but pick up some of the murmurs of conversation around you. Let's listen in. Stella turns to Gretchen while you take a quick look around the diner. At the counter, two policemen and a woman you assume to be the owner shoot sidelong glances in your direction while whispering to each other. Vivian's kid. Never thought we'd actually meet her. Looks so much like her. Oh yes, the eyes are unmistakable. That haunted look. I always thought it'd go away once she finally got out of this town, but I guess unhappiness was baked into her DNA. A young mother and her syrup-stained child sit at the table across from you. Mommy, who's that? Don't stare, Tulip. That's Miss Tabitha's cousin. Oh, that's why she looks so sad. I would look sad too if I had to have Miss Tabitha as a cousin. Do you think Tabitha's cousin is mean too? Wow, why is the whole town just putting them on blast? I don't know. I'll find out next time I go visit Miss Tabitha. Are you going to finish your pancakes? They're almost cold, Sweet Pea, and we've got to get home to help Daddy. In the far back corner, a man sits alone at a small table, sipping coffee and reading a paper. Why are the strangers who wander into town never gorgeous blonde ladies of an appropriate age? Why is it always cold boys, punks, and whippersnappers? Well, sorry, sir. Lastly, a group of coal miners sit hunched around the corner booth, readily scarfing down heaping plates of food. That's the boss's cousin. There's that funeral this week, if I'm remembering right, for old Miss Perlan. May she rot in peace. Oh, let her lady rest, Zach. One shouldn't speak ill of the dead, no matter how foul they were. Especially before they've been so much as laid to rest. If you'd been around her heyday, you'd be speaking ill too, Rodriguez. He's right, nastiest woman I've ever met. That Tabitha is a blessing compared to her. Oof. Doesn't seem like a Scarlet family is well liked at all in these parts. Hi, Neelam. Thanks for dropping by in the stream. Fourth miner. First, a whole lot of them. May every Scarlet burn in hell. Oh, okay. This family is clearly not very popular. Well, that's enough of that. Clearly, not very well liked. Hey, Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. He quietly placed a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Oh, I can hit hay. Aww. He's just giving bacon to the little pug. Well, enjoy. Anything for you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. Isn't bacon bad for dogs? No thanks, I ate pretty recently. Order a coffee, order a biscuit. Order a biscuit and coffee. I mean, that sounds tempting. I might get a biscuit and coffee. You're my favorite channel. Oh, thank you. Much appreciated. Can I have a biscuit and coffee, please? I heard they were really good. Best in the country. Our county. Avery pours a fragrant brew in the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm, sorry for your loss. Before you have a chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there's any cool events going on this week. At least we managed to meet someone who's nice to us, you know? While everyone else clearly is still whispering behind our backs. There's always a reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids. But I do it every month anyway. Oh, I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. Shame the reading adventures for kids. How excited for something to do at the library. It's a potluck, like a church thing. I mean, is anything at the library? Just because it's for kids doesn't mean it's fun. And Oscar's all about keeping things on theme, so this month, it's a bunch of ghost stories. I think he's calling it spooky bookies. You know, like how a ghost would say it. Sounds like some more babies. Oh my god, that's perfect. Spooky bookies. Bookies. Cool, we should check it out this week. But that's really just an afternoon. Any idea what you want to do the rest of the week? No clue. I have no idea what this town has to offer. Or they have anything interesting that's going on. Oh wow, Kina. Anything you want to do for the rest of the week? You have something in mind? Something telling me this is a loaded question? How's this general section of the library? I love how it could be like, what's it to you? We just met. You don't need to know my business. I mean, maybe she's got something in mind. Maybe she's got some cool things we can do. I like scary things. I mean, with this game being a horror game, assuming, well, nothing scary has happened yet, but maybe it will shortly, so we will see. Maybe we will see something scary shortly. But so far it's been pretty chill. Was I being that obvious? My job means I spend a lot of time in the woods with a camera, and it's always better when someone else is there too. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Here's your biscuit. Winnie says it's on the house. She sends her condolences. Oh, thanks. It looks great. You didn't have to do that. No worries. Hope you enjoy it. Oh, well, you pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. Nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from the surface. Can't say I've had too many biscuits in my life. I'm more like a scone person. So I like eating scones. They're like more on like the sweet side, so I haven't really eaten that many savory biscuits. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Lie, I've had better. Truly, this is the perfect biscuit. Whoa! This is a really good biscuit! Wow! I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at a table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. If that's not famous, then I don't know what is. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Oh, well then, Stella. You're a YouTuber? Well, I'm a YouTuber too. We are two tubers. Oh, wow. How does that make you money? Ugh, you and everyone else. God, you and everyone. Those Instagrammers, those YouTubers, those VTubers. What kind of videos do you do? Oh, she hunts cryptids? You should really check out her channel, Koa. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. You know, the controversial one. Okay, see you later, Neelam. Oh yeah, the Catalba River Runner. I did not expect much out of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. Two Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in the river. From the shape of its body to a little pixelated ears sticking out its head, you can definitely tell it's some variety of big cat. Though they've long been considered extinct in the region, mountain lions used to live in these parts. Who's to say this isn't part of a remnant population? Some folks say it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it would be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I've also had people say it was a dog or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure where it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own two eyes. It looks like a big cat. It's a mountain lion. Maybe it's a mountain lion. I love that. Oh yeah, totally a dog or a beaver. I don't believe in cryptids. That's a victim from the guy who pushed people in the harbor. Yes, you know, just his girlfriend who wears cat ears, just lying in the river randomly here in Scarlet Hollow. You know what? It's a mountain lion. You can even make out its little kitty ears, and this used to be part of their natural range. Maybe you're looking at part of a remnant population. No, no way. I did a whole video of the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found jack squat. And there's no reason one would be swimming in the river like this. They're not fans of water. And it's too short to be a mountain lion. No way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There's always people keeping those things as exotic pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free and now it will forever roam the Catalba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight, and I was wondering if maybe you want to come along? It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends anyway. See you all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. I love how our book smart. I love with our book smart trait, we're always be like, actually. Doesn't Skunk Ape live in Florida? Heck yeah, Skunk Ape is hilarious. I saw a doggy special on it once. Stinky Bigfoot. Right? It should be a pretty fun video. It's hard to be serious when you're talking about something that's famous for smelling bad. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So, what you want to say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against the darkening sky, that sort of thing. Depends, will Gretchen be there? Are you asking me, a stranger, to follow a girl I just met into the woods, unknown at night, to chase after dangerous beasts? I don't know, Tabitha didn't seem like she really cared about us, so... Do we want to follow this random girl we just met into the woods? Will we have the dog with us? It depends. Will Gretchen be there? Of course. It's actually been a while since I've had anyone but Gretchen out there with me. Say no more. Your dog's coming along, I'm in. Yes, it's going to be a lot of fun. I actually started a channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school, so it'll kind of be like a blast from the past. I miss those two. Our videos were terrible. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we can get him to come out of his cave if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. You want me to come by, or? Okay, if you're really sure. But if you change your mind. Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. He's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for a skunk ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang man, that sounds awful. I hope we take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring her. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Like, what's happening? Why? It's exciting to meet you, of course. I think you'll find most folks in town are. Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He's had a lot going on in the past, gosh, 10 years or so. But I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along. He's hilarious, you'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. That'd be nice. No, meet new people. That'd be nice. I'll love to meet your friends. Awesome, I'll make it happen. He's definitely a trickier one to meet. Kanika's much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. We're really just gonna follow this girl we just met and her dog into the woods. We're gonna go cryptid hunting. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. You know, with all the people that are still kind of whispering to us. Or whispering about us. You pause before getting up. Leave a generous tip. Well, I mean, we got tip, you know. Let's leave a generous tip. You reach into the pocket and pulled out a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect. But, I mean, we got a free biscuit and coffee, so I think it's worth at least that much. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Aw, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. Stella turns to leave the diner with you, following close behind. I mean, we had a good biscuit, right? Oh. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into the dark forest in search of monsters. You feel strangely calm. We just chill. The setting sun paints beautiful colors in the sky. Fresh air fills your lungs and pleasant song of crickets trill around you as night descends. This is where you're supposed to be, with Stella by your side, a sweet smile on her face, and Gretchen plodding along in front without care in the world. God, I love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record. That's last year at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry, that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. You ever hunt for things that aren't cryptids? You know, ghosts, demons? What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here, other than cryptids? Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. Oh wow, okay, yeah. Just, yes, nature at its finest. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, Tetanus Lake, that's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell what it was there, and it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Oh, well then, yeah, not where I want to get tetanus for sure. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It's all stuff in the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. I mean, do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. It's all said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there, but if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. werewolves that kind of lumped in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast, a genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I also don't even want to consider the possibility to exist, because if they really are out there, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. Let's hope all that's just bunk, am I right? I love that. It's like, okay, so you believe in ghosts? What about aliens? Oh, don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. You'll see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. Oh, I see that's what the government wants you to think. Book smart. Aliens exist. I'm not sure they've come to Earth, you know. The chance that anything beyond a single cell organism exists anywhere close enough to realistically travel to Earth, combined with the even smaller chance of those life forms existing at the same time as us, combined with even smaller chance that those organisms have invented and perfected space travel. Those chances are low, let me just say that much. Low, but not zero. Anyway, agree to disagree, but I've heard some neat stories. I know somebody who heard a story from his trucker in Fayetteville. His truck stopped in the middle of the road, just shut down completely even though he had a full tank of gas. And suddenly it looked like daylight outside. He could see cows out in the field, birds in the sky, and then this metallic like egg thing appeared floating in front of his truck. I'm like, are there gonna be aliens in this game? He passed out, and when he woke up, he was missing one of his pinkies. It was like it had never even been there, just smooth skin where the pinky should be. Oh. I know it's a secondhand source, but there's plenty more like it, and if they are true, could have been the government. Government conspiracy, you know, you shrug. Could have been the government. It's not like they don't have a history of conducting weird experiments on people. Sure, the government does mess up stuff on a daily, but the way I see it, I have about as much control over what they do as I would over extraterrestrial beings. Well, if I have no control over these things, I might as well choose to think it's been aliens all this time and let a little joy into my heart, you know? Besides, it's not like it matters which of us is right or if either of us is right at all. I'll die one day and so will you. And eventually, there'll be no one left who remembers us or what we did in our lifetimes. Oh wow, big bummer. Don't try to disarm me with your nihilism. It looks like I already did. Well. Are we expecting to find anything out here? That's fair, we are hunting a creature that stayed hidden from humans long enough to gain a mythic reputation. What are the odds of something like that popping out the star on my little YouTube channel? But hey, the chances are never zero, right? Okay, but like, has anyone just died on these hikes? Let me think. There was that time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff. But he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a week or two to heal. Oh no, not too bad. Oh, I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of Wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out the Wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie, she is not. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense. But a few tomato juice baths later, I was bright as rain, so could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was this time I accidentally stumbled onto old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everyone sooner or later. I'd barely count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't that dangerous, all things considered. Did you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Phew, sorry sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of the darkness. Nah, girly, just old Duke. Ah, yeah, it's old Duke. Some old man with his shotgun. Now, what the hell are you looking for way out here? Skunk ape. Sorry I asked. How was this you suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick, you aren't... Is that... Yeah? I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Now both of y'all head on back to town, you hear? It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter and won't be too appreciative if a couple fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. Why are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Would you like to know? You can never stay in your business. Stella Richmond, put that damn camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I can help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. That you did, but I've yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chunkabungas or what have you. I love how this is a casual thing that just happens. Just goes around like, alright, hey buddy, you know. Hey Gramps, I'm just around hunting cryptids. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose many more than that. Ah, I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no Skunk Ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. Are you sure? I mean, it just might be a cryptid. No, yeah, maybe like a chupacabra or something? I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple of school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed. Yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people are posting on your video. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. Well, you find a mountain lion, don't kill it. Right on, dude. Kill that mountain lion. Huh? Yeah, right on, old man. You get that mountain lion. You gotta protect your property. An eye for an eye, a life for life. I say we let him have his night in the woods, Stella. See, she gets it. Now go on home. But I've gotta film tonight. The video needs to be out by tomorrow evening so I can keep on schedule. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor, and who knows what that will mean for my career. You ain't the only one on a schedule. And as you well know, my boy Bo and me are headed down to the state fair to show off Big Betty. We'll be gone here a whole week, so our chicken coop might as well have a big all-you-can-eat sign on it. You know how I feel about my chickens? I couldn't take it if I lost any more of my poor little ladies. I mean, why don't we just let him hunt wherever mountain lion he thinks is in these woods, and then we just go like record whatever's attacking his chickens. Let's just go, Stella. Not gonna budge. You're right, no point losing any more time arguing. Fine, we'll head back to town. Break a leg out there, Duke. Break a what now? I mean, good luck, old man. Alright, have a nice night, y'all. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edges out that easily. Come on, I know a trail that allows get around him. Oh no, we are actually headed back to town. Are you sure you don't want to like watch a movie instead? Yeah, you want to go with his shotgun waiting to blow our heads off? Like, that does not sound like a good idea. I like my head intact, not blown to pieces. Thank you very much. Well, you don't have to worry about old Duke. I've been out tracking with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through those trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. I'll stick around, but no up front. I'm only sticking around because I'm under duress. Do we follow Stella or not? Fine, I'm still shaking you there. You'll just follow me until I finally relent and go monster hunting. This seems like a bad idea, but you know what? Let's just follow Stella and see what we get up to. I promise it'll be fun and safe. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. We're going on an adventure with our new friend. We're gonna hunt some cryptids. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? He hands you a camera and takes position. Ahem. As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Koa, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. They're mostly encountered in Florida. This possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Why is it county? Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we get to take in all of this gorgeous scenery. It's hard taking all the danger. Being far from civilization stresses me out. The nature out here is incredible. I'm so used to only seeing pigeons and rats. I can't wait to whip up my copy of Guide to the Birds and Wildlife of Western North Carolina and go to town on some identifications. You might wind up being a little disappointed. I feel like it's been quiet around here the past week or so. I guess everyone is flying even more south for the winter, or maybe they've been scared off. Maybe by a very bad smell. A bad smell attached to a mysterious ape. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. It's a deer, and this noise means it's alerted the rest of its herd to danger. You can just overreact. Death has come for me at last. Goodbye, cruel world. No, we smart. That's a deer, isn't it? Sure is. Let's check it out. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for a flashlight. Ooh! A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. It had some sort of weird tumor or something. And then it's gone. Man, that face would look really messed up. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. You cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato, and they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? There's something wrong with that deer. Was that some sort of cyst or cyst or something? It looked bad. Like, it just looked some, like, big tumor on the side. Yeah, I think you're right. I bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. It's not like wild animals can get those taken care of, so they just get bigger and bigger. Poor thing. But there's not much we can do about it. Why do you bring Gretchen with you? She doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion. I actually find her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on one of my cryptid hunts, so I can't hold that against her. I'm just happy she's still so feisty, even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is, running around the woods at 17. And I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise have helped a lot in that regard. You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch? I mean, it's never too late to turn back, right? I don't actually think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Those deer generally spook me. I don't know if you want me weighing you down. Don't be so hard on yourself. You just aren't accustomed to the sounds of the forest yet. When you go on your first few night hikes, everything sounds like some horrible monster that's waiting for an opportunity to shred you to bits. But eventually you realize it's mostly deer and raccoons, which probably won't go after you. Here, let's take a quick snack break before we get into the night's activities. Maybe some food will help settle your nerves. Oh wow, she's got trail mix, apricot. Extra M&Ms. Or sesame sticks, yum. I'll take a trail mix. Classic choice. It never fails to satisfy. I like to mix my own, make sure it's the best stuff. Mostly M&Ms, and I left out the raisins. No one likes those anyways. Yes, you get it. I don't like raisins in my trail mix either. More M&Ms, please. You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws a stick, distracted for the time being. So, tell me what's like in Coolsville. You have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be Koa. I live in an internet cafe. I live in a 12x12 shed in someone's yard. I live in a closet with 10 roommates. Oh, that's your choice? It doesn't sound like we're that well off. But why do you want to know? Why wouldn't I want to know? I've lived in this town my whole life. I live in a closet in a house. I live alone in a dingy studio apartment. How about that? It's a mixed bag. Or I love it. It's a little cramped. The lights flicker. The toilet is constantly backed up because the lady upstairs keeps flushing her cat's litter. It smells of cigarette for some reason, but it's mine. I mean, technically, I guess it's the landlady's, but I don't have to share it with anybody. It's a mess, but it's my mess, and I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, that's a great way to look at things. I can't imagine what it'd be like to share your place with people you don't know. Speaking of, it's gotta be wild staying with Tabby for both of you. So what do you do for a living? Oh wow, there's a lot of choices. I'm a student, I'm a streamer, I'm a teacher, I'm a service industry. First year associate, big law firm, or I sell arts and crafts on Etsy. I don't know what we want our backstory to be. We could be I'm a streamer. I'm actually a streamer. Oh, no way, a fellow content creator. I guess we got a lot in common, Koa. What are the odds? What sort of streams you do? I'm a VTuber. Play music. I play video games. I play video games. Like this one. I mostly stream video games. That's cool. I'll have to check out your channel sometime this week. How do you like it? Wouldn't trade it for the world. I used to like it, but now I don't know. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Most people I meet tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them what I do, but I love it. Yes, that's us, Koa, from Coolsville. I don't know what it's asking. It might not be much, but it makes me feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny. Believe me, I can relate. I don't think I'd give up what I do for anything. For a moment, you think you catch something in the tree line from out of the corner of your eye, but before you can see anything, it's gone. I think I saw something out there. It might be Skunky. Do your best to pretend it isn't watching us. We don't want to scare it off. I mean, let's go after it. Eager to begin the hunt, are we? That works for me. Try not to make any sudden movements as we pack up. But before either of you start packing, you're interrupted by a blood-curdling yelp. It's showtime. Everything else went quiet. I could hear all sorts of wildlife just a second ago, and now it's quiet. You're right, and whoever made that sound is close. Here, watch Gretchen for a moment while I check this out. You and Stella inch toward the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. What? What was that? What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be 2-3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out Skunk Ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. It looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. I can't believe it. Cryptids aren't supposed to be real. I was on board, but now we found something. Are you follow Stella? I can't believe it. Cryptids aren't supposed to be real. Yeah, I'm pumped, but we won't get to find out what it is unless we catch it. Let's go. Stella sprints into the woods in pursuit, leaving you no choice but to run after her. Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Oh no! Ow! Oh god, the monsters got you. We're gonna die out here. Oh good, the monsters will get you first. I mean, are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. Oh no, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Oh, Jesus is still alive. I guess we have to roll the camera. It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could it be a tumor? Could it be something else? Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I hope I don't get demonetized for this one. Wait, do you hear that? Stella, I swear to God, didn't I tell you to go on home? Birdie? Birdie, oh no, what's happened to you, sweetheart? Duke, we just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her. Jesus H. Christ. We saw the thing that got a hold of her. Examined the chicken. Do we want to get close to examine? Ooh, yeah, it is not looking good. You stoop down to look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen too close. She'll try to take a bite you don't stop her. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She seems nervous, squirming slightly against her harness. Let's check out the growth. Like, what on earth? Good God. At first you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. She could still get better. Maybe she needs that thing to pop, but she'll be right as rain in a couple of days. Happened to me once, and there's not so much as a scar these days. I don't know, that's a pretty big growth. I hope it's not some sort of like alien chest burster. God, I hate those things. I don't know, it looks like, kind of looks like there's something in there. If you didn't know better, you could say this could be some sort of parasitic growth, like a wasp laying eggs inside a caterpillar. Looking more closely, you think you can see something squirming inside. Let's take a look at the head. Oh, poor chicken. Its poor little chicken eyes look up at you, glazed over, but still rolling around in their sockets with unfortunate life. The wing is still barely attached, but it seems to be the least of this chicken's concern. Whatever got a hold of her busted up her wing too, little bastard. Yeah, what a bastard! Having investigated to your heart's content, you step back and give the bird space. Yeah, there was something really wrong with all the animals. Oh goddamn shit, it's like some kind of plague. It's better not be contagious. Do you think she's become an egg? The chicken has become the egg? Like one of those things is gonna pop out of her? No, I refuse to entertain that notion. She ain't some kind of incubator. She just needs that thing drained. Maybe some antibiotics, that's all. Dude, we saw a thing that got a hold of her. It was... got on camera too. I don't know what it is yet. A gnome or something? You know there ain't no such thing. This is just like that deer. Deer? What deer? We ran into one earlier. It had growths, just like Birdie. As you, Duke, and Stella take stock of the situation, a sound begins to wrap around you. Gently at first, barely a whisper. But then a guttural moan, and then another and another, until suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. Do you guys hear that? Yes, I hear that. She starts filming again. Come on, Birdie, let's get you home. As Duke scoops up the injured Birdie, the voices in the trees intensify. It's like you're all suddenly surrounded, the strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder. What in the hell is that? My god, some ugly caterpillar creature. You feel a tightening in the leash pulling at you from behind. Don't you step another foot closer or I'll shoot. Don't think I won't. Ew, what is that thing? The man hesitates and the thing steps forward, fixing what seems to be its eyes on Birdie, tucked under Duke's arm. The leash is drawn fully taut, and then there's a sudden looseness. Gretchen starts making ungodly noises, screaming and howling along with the din around you. No, puppy! You and Stella turn just in time to see another of the creatures slithering out from the bush. Gretchen's whines and barks reach a fevered pitch as another creature's malformed hands grasp at her. Oh my god! What's going on over there? As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once. A pattern of unnatural feet and then chaos. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs. While Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Shit, get your grubby little hands off my bird! Get the thing away from Gretchen. You dive for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands. Ooh, you manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth open, whispering tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. But then there's the deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it's gone. Duke? No! Oh my god! Oh my god, what do we do? Okay, first things first, I grab Gretchen. There, step 1 is done. Gretchen is safe, great. Okay, step 2. What's step 2? Oh god, you just did the feeling, what's wrong with you? Oh my god, call the cops, obviously. Okay, let's take deep breaths and collect ourselves, and then we run home. What do you mean? I'm totally acting calm and rational. Now, step 2 is we chase after those things to get as much footage as we can. It's the only way anyone will believe us about what happened. We owe it to Duke. Stella, you froze. If you go after those things and you pull that again... Stella, we have to get out of here. Okay, let's go. As you and Stella quickly make your way back through the woods, unearthly whispers of creatures unknown to you once again surround you. Keep moving. You say nothing, continuing forward with grim determination. We're almost there! You and Stella reach the main road, and the whispers fade back into the sounds of nature. It sounds like they stopped following us. I should get reception now that we're back on the main road. Let me find my phone so I can call the sheriff. You feel a buzz in your pocket. Oof, 6 missed calls from Tabitha. And 13 text messages. Oof. Yeah, let's just call her. We go straight to voicemail. Text her that you're okay. Uh-oh, I think I'm in trouble. Yikes, Tabitha's been blowing up on my phone. I guess she must be worried about you. But first things first, let's call the police. Stella pulls out her phone and dials. Hello, Earl. It's Stella Richmond. I'm up the mountain on the Asgina Trail. Duke is dead, Earl. Shotgun. It happened right in front of us. There's something in the woods. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think we're okay, but hurry. Jesus, Earl, who's gonna tell Bo? I guess now we wait. It takes a little while, but eventually a patrol car arrives at the scene. Out of it walks 2 officers, Sheriff Hugby, a friendly older man, and Deputy Franklin, a serious man, wearing sunglasses despite it being in the middle of the night. See, right there, a thing jumps out of the woods and then a shotgun goes off. What in Sam's Hill? What is that, some kind of Pillsbury doughboy? Could have been a naked maniac. No, there's more than one. They chased us through the woods. Whatever they aren't human. And they killed Duke. Now we're gonna have to confiscate this camera, Miss Richmond. If you don't mind, this is evidence. Okay. Let me just turn it off to save the battery. You notice Stella pops something out of the camera and slide it up her sleeve. Here you go, Deputy Franklin. We appreciate your compliance with the law. We'll get a team out in the morning to retrieve the body, but for now, Sheriff Hugby and I... Please call me Earl. Earl and I will escort you, and... Who are you exactly? Oh, that's Koa. She came into town today for the funeral. Alright, sure. We'll escort you both back to town. If there's a naked maniac on the loose, it's best you don't walk back on your own. It wasn't a... Never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods. Those things out there could attack someone. Well, it ain't exactly like old Duke is going anywhere at this point. He'll still be out in the morning. We only have a skeleton crew at the moment. Monday nights are Deputy Dirkson's bowling nights. We'll be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs, but retrieving Duke will just have to wait. Now, if you kindly step into the vehicle, we can return you safely to your home. You know, we have to ride back with you. We can just walk. Those creatures left. We'll be fine. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to insist for your own safety. Stella sighs. Okay, thank you. You can ride up front with me, little lady. That is, if your mama permits. Sure, Earl. You can hold Gretchen on the way back to town. Aw, dog. The cops usher you and Stella into the back of their squad car. You're just a cute little thing, Miss Gretchen. Yes, you are. Sheriff Hugsby pats Gretchen on the head affectionately, but she remains wholly focused on Stella. A worried look stretches across her little pug face as Hugsby scratches behind her ears. Stella is quiet and stiff next to you, back rigid as she stares out the window, jaw clenched. Hey, Stella, you good? She doesn't respond. Comforting hand on shoulder. She jumps slightly at your touch. But you can feel some of her tension ease and hear her let out a self-soothing sigh. I guess we just saw Amanda. I don't think Stella's okay back here. Stella's. Oh, I'm sure it's just a little car sickness. She'll be right as rain once we get back down the hill, though she'd best try not to hurl in the meantime. We wouldn't want Franklin here to have to work late cleaning the squad car. We're only a few minutes away now. You had better keep it together until then. Soon the rumble of gravel beneath the tires gave way to uneven pavement, and the car comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. You two stay out of trouble. We'll have this all sorted out in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. And you, whoever your name was. Fox Mulder. I'm Fox Mulder. Sure, you're in town for the funeral? Good. Don't you go leaving before then. I imagine you need to ask your questions. Stella, keep an eye on her for us. Make sure she doesn't get into any more trouble. Y'all have a good night now. Bye-bye, Gretchen, and y'all have a lovely evening. If any bugaboos give you trouble, you know how to get in touch. Well, and here you are. Back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Holy shit. Okay, I hope you don't mind me asking, but why on earth did you want to walk home? That's a fair question. I just had some bad experiences with cars. I don't know how to drive them, and I don't like getting into them, unless it's literally a question of life or death. Which I guess tonight was. Sorry if I weirded you out. God, what a night. They seem a little blasé about everything. I can't believe they're waiting until the morning to even start looking for him. Who knows what those things are doing to his body right now? What's worse is I think they're implied that you're a suspect, even after we showed them all of that footage. Oh, they have to pin it on somebody. They're cops. It's their whole job to pin it on somebody. So of course they'll pick the out-of-towner. Here's hoping the footage clears my name. Yeah, no kidding. But it's okay. I'm not gonna let anything bad happen to you. I was there. I filmed the whole thing. At the very least, it'll never hold up in court. And it won't get to that point either, because we're gonna do a little investigating of our own. We've got to find out more about those things. If we can get clearer footage, or better yet, trap one of them, there's no way they can blame you for what happened. The library doesn't open for a while, but I've read every book on cryptids they have, and never came across anything like this. There is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Our place isn't far. We should head over now before it gets any later. I should check in on Tabitha. You can talk to your mom's friend. I'm going to bed. Guess we could just keep hanging out with Stella. Sure, why not? Let's keep this nightmare going. Alright, pal. You seem like you might be losing a little. All the more reason to visit my friend's mall. I always leave her place feeling lighter. Come on, she's just down this way. I hope she's still awake. Stella knocks on the door. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Stella, I think someone's watching us. He turns to look. Koa. Jesus. Welcome home. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? Now who's this? Hi, Mrs. Forsyth. This is Koa. Is it okay if we come in? Of course. You're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. And for goodness sakes, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. Yeah, your eyes can't help but wander toward the plant Sybil keeps in her tea shop. You recognize two of them being castor bean and oleander. Each plant has its medical uses, but each plant used improperly is also extremely poisonous. I like her banner in the back. Tea is life. Yeah. It's nice to finally meet you, Koa. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul. She's been sorely missed in the holler, and now poor Pearl Ann is gone as well. Let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. Yeah, who was outside? Aren't oleander and castor bean poisonous? Aren't you a sharp one? They very much can be, but their flowers don't bloom in such lovely shades. Who was outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him. You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. How did you know that she died? Oh, Pearl Ann was a chatty woman. Not much went on that I wouldn't get earful of. Bless her heart. I've never met Pearl Ann. You don't have to pass on your condolences to me. I have no feelings about the win. We need your help. Ah yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? Go on. Duke was killed tonight by something in the woods. Oh my lord! Have you contacted the police? Yes, and they didn't take it very seriously. They're not even looking for the body until tomorrow. Those things out there, I don't even know how to describe them. Here, I can show you. She pulls out the card she swiped from her camera and pops it into her phone. I was just about to let the police hold on to this. I wasn't. At least not before we had a chance to make a copy. Move. The cops wouldn't know what to do with that footage anyway. Imagine they accidentally erased it. Exactly. I'll give it to them to ask again, but for now we can examine the footage for ourselves. Where was this? Up the mountain to the northwest. Within the town's limits? Yes. I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger? And louder if you can. I'll need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. Only Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You better come with us, Stella. I'm sure she'll be more willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. The teapot's kettling's going off. Kanika's door is covered with stickers. Their edges frayed from recent, but failed attempts to remove them. This is a childhood room someone was unhappy to return to. Kanika, come on out. We can use a little help. What, Mom? Oh, hey, Stella. And Gretchen, who's a good potato? And a stranger? What are you doing in my house? It's watching man die, none of your business. Hi, yeah. Hey, I'm Koa. Tabitha's cousin. Oh, great. We were wondering if we can borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out here. There. Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. Duke got killed out in the woods tonight. It's on the recording. Wait, are you serious? Duke's dead? Silence watches over the room as the video plays. Stella, what the hell is this? Oh, she's got a Sailor Moon shirt. I like that. I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Koa and I have no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? I'm fine, really, I'm okay. I'm fine too, thanks for asking. The other three look at you, unsure what to say. Poor Duke, poor Beau. Has anyone told him yet? We talked to the police. I hope they told Beau, but Earl and Deputy Franklin didn't seem to be in much of a hurry to do anything. I'll call him later tonight. But for now, we have something far more serious to discuss. Yeah, I agree. Those things are still out there. Whatever monsters they are. Long as they are, more people are in danger. Well, very true, but not for the reasons you think. My grandmother used to talk about the pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. Come on. Whoever is doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Koa with this tally-pole crap. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. She always said they never hurt people despite that grisly scene in the woods. But Duke is dead. And if those are ditchlings, his death was an accident, or my grandmother was wrong, and she was very rarely wrong. Just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate when tragedy is soon to fall. Jesus, Mom, haven't they already been through enough? It's okay, Kanika, this is helpful. I don't know if it is. Okay, let's focus on what we know. Wherever they are doing something to these animals. You saw the chicken in our video. What was that growth? I saw something living in that chicken. Ditchlings were here for Duke. I saw something squirming around in that chicken. I wonder if we were seeing some sort of parasitic larval stage, like a really big doughy wasp or something. Honestly, that would be worse than them being supernatural. Oh dear, I forgot entirely about the tea I put on. Let me fix you a couple of cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. I don't know, it's getting late, and I should let Koa get some rest. I ran her ragged today while the hiking and running through the woods in terror. Yeah, I'm ready to pass out. I can stay up, this is important. Very important. Okay, maybe it's that I'm eager to go home and start doing some research. I'll ask around my usual forums to see if anyone has information on ditchlings. Is that what you call them? That's right. You go on home now and do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on the online. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see ya. Bye, Koa. It's excellent iced or warm, though with the night getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. Alrighty, let's call it a night. Mind walking me home? I mean, it's been a long night for sure. And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. I should probably head back before Tabitha has a conniption. Yeah, I gotta check on Tabitha. That's sweet of you. Are you sure you're okay heading back that mountain alone? I don't know, do you want to stay? I mean, they say they were harmless. Well, I won't stop you if you really want to go back. Here's my number. Call me when you get there, okay? And good luck. He scribbles her number on a piece of paper before handing it to you. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, we're in this together. Yeah, we are. Stay safe, buddy. You begin the long hike back up to the Scarlet estate alone. Freaky shit. Continue down the path. Your salvation in sight, you make a mad dash to the door. Oh, thank God you're back. Where the hell have you been? I'll watch a man die tonight. Called you back as soon as I had reception. I don't care. You gave me a heart attack. The miner outside the general store. There's this miner outside the general store tonight who called me by my name and everything. Wayne. It scared the shit out of me. Do you know what's going on there? It's a mining town. Of course there are miners walking around at night. And of course people know who you are. We don't get a lot of visitors in these parts. I watched a man die tonight. I went into this wood with this girl I met to find some cryptids, and it ended up with us watching a man die. Yay! Nothing like a first day in a new town. Oh, so you met Stella then. Ugh, that explains everything, and she's gotten you all worked up. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, you don't want to hang out? I'm still all hyped up on adrenaline from night. I'll love to just hang out for a little while. Cool down a bit. No, I'm not gonna hang out with you. It's late. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Don't do anything stupid when I'm asleep. Just go to your room and sleep. Well, you're alone in the estate. The sound of wind whistling through the house gives you an uneasy feeling in your gut. It's probably best to turn in and try to leave the night behind you. As you collapse onto your mattress, you remember that Stella asked you to call her once you got back. Let's call her. Hey, how are you? Sounds a little different. A wobble in her throat. Did you make it back alright? Yeah, how are you? You okay? Totally fine. I mean, as fine as I could be, I guess. You don't have to worry about me. Go get some Z's, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. For relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else. Though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up to the normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin. It's a nice thought, but deep down you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. Oof. No, kind of foreboding. All the faces in the bushes. Like that our room? Oh, what's happening in there? I don't know who that is in the basement. Oh, is that blood? Oh, maybe that's like Duke's son, right? Oh yeah, the mining cave. Gotta be some involvement with the mines. What? Whose room is this? Well, clearly still a lot of secrets and remaining mysteries. Scarlet Hollow. Thank you so much for playing. This is end episode 1 and Scarlet free demo. Oh, that's quite cool. I mean, that was pretty crazy. That's rough. There's actually so much dialogue option that I wonder what it'd be like to like go back and play other game, like the other traits that you can pick up. Please save your game now. Okay, sure. I love that. And enjoying the Discard mailing lists and subreddit. So yeah, I mean, this is it's pretty intriguing so far in terms of like the story of it. There's no like, you know, big jump scares or anything, but there's a lot of like build up and like a lot of what on earth the creature is that we saw, unsettling things happening in town, a lot of mysteries, and we don't have so many questions, not enough answers, but it has definitely piqued my interest. I'm very curious on seeing where this story goes, whether I'll like kind of play more, perhaps. I mean, the episode 1 was a pretty good start. It's got the hook, right? I'm like kind of curious on how the rest of the story goes now with Scarlet Hollow, and I know we are now up to episode 4, so I think it's still kind of halfway through the game. It's not complete yet, but I like it, the mystery elements, and so much dialogue choice. I don't even know what to pick at times, but pretty solid so far. I think I've enjoyed what I saw so far. I'm now very curious on what these ditchling monster creatures are. And I'm also just like wondering, like, oh, what happens if we just never went to the woods with Stella there? Is there like a whole other part of the story we haven't explored? So it's all the... I probably will go back and just kind of play around and see what alternative paths there are in episode 1 alone. I can only imagine with, you know, episodes 2 and beyond. In any case, this was pretty solid overall. Looking forward to just kind of seeing future progress on it and debating, yeah, if I want to keep streaming it. But in any case, oof, that was quite a doozy to go through, but also very, very exciting. So this is where I'm gonna call it for the night, since we've finished through episode 1. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this first episode with me. Oof, I feel like it was kind of like watching, you know, a drama series where I'm like, oh, what's gonna happen next? In any case, I'll see you all in the next video or stream, you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you have a very good evening. And until next time then, this is Koamil clocking out. Night night, everyone.